Hello, friends. I had to do a second recording of this story because I talked too much and too long, so I don't want to do that again. I am going to read a very special story today. See if we can see here through the light. Merry Christmas, Strega Nona. Stories and pictures by Tomie De Paola. Strega Nona is translated as Grandma Witch, not the bad witch, witch meaning she has special magic and makes potions. Not sure if I've read other Strega Nona stories to you, but I will. And there's a special reason I'm reading this. Being that this book is Italian, it talks about Italian customs and traditions. And I promised you that I would read stories that of occasions and holidays that lots of people celebrate. And we did a lot of these. So I might read a little fast, but there is a special reason why I'm reading it, not just because I'm Italian. He's dedicating the story to his friend and editor, Maria. That's who Tomie De Paola is dedicating it to. I'm dedicating it to my sister, Vada, who I love very much. She's in Italy right now with my family, with our cousins, our second cousins, our third cousins, celebrating Natale, which is Christmas. So, Buon Natale a tutti in Italia. Gianna, Ernesto, Francesca, Camilla, Lulu, Julia, and there's more. And if I remember everyone else's names, I will say them at the end. But that's all I can think of right now because I want to get started. It was the first Sunday of Advent, and everyone in the little town in Calabria was busy getting ready for Christmas, including Strega Nona. She was busy getting ready for the Christmas Eve feast that she prepared every year. Friends, Christmas Eve feast, La Vigilia di Natale, is almost um, bigger than Christmas Day feast for most people. Big Anthony, who worked for Strega Nona, was being kept busy too. Anthony, said Strega Nona, don't dawdle. There are only 4 weeks to Natale, and there is so much to do. The whole house must be cleaned, and there is so much cooking and baking to do. After all, everyone in the town will be there. Well, why can't Bombolona help? Said Big Anthony. Bombolona was the baker's daughter who had come to stay with Strega Nona and learn her magic. Bombolona has gone to help her father at the bakery, said Strega Nona. Hope you can see this okay. With Christmas coming, the poor baker was in such trouble with so many people asking for special cakes and cookies that he didn't even have time to sit in the square with his friends. Bombolona and Strega Nona felt sorry for him, so Strega Nona sent Bombolona home to help him. Why don't you help the baker with your magic, Strega Nona? No, not at Christmas. Now, go shake out those feather beds. Anthony, said Strega Nona, run down to the hill to the town and get me a new broom, so we can sweep the house from top to bottom. Oh, Strega Nona, said Big Anthony, can't we sweep the house with the magic? No, no, not at Natale, said Strega Nona. So Big Anthony went down the hill to get a new broom. Strega Nona worked hard, cleaning the house from top to bottom, as the days of Advent went by. Each week she lit one more candle on the Advent wreath, which is a tradition for Italians who celebrate Natale, which means Christmas. And each day she sent Big Anthony on an errand to the town for brooms, candles, curtains, bed covers, tablecloth. Anthony, said Strega Nona, Run down to the hill and get me the bacala, the dried codfish, for the Christmas stew, and when you get back, put it in the tub in the water to soak it. Soak it? Said Big Anthony. Dried codfish is salted, hard fish that you have to soak, and when it's cooked, everybody cooks it a different way. My mother cooked it with sauce, and it smelled, and I did not like it, so I didn't have to eat it. So there's a little bit of history there. Yes, said Strega Nona, every day until Christmas Eve you must change the water so the fish will be nice and soft and not too salty for the Christmas stew. Can't your magic do all that? Said Big Anthony. No magic at Christmas time, said Strega Nona. Christmas has a magic all its own. So Big Anthony went down the hill. Italians use your hands and talk. Hello, Big Anthony, said one of the townspeople. How's Strega Nona? Oh, she's very busy getting the house ready for Christmas. Every day she sends me down to get something, and every day she has me helping her clean windows, shaking out the beds, painting the goat shed. She's getting ready to cook all kinds of things. I have to soak the codfish, the bacala, and change the water every day until Christmas Eve. And I'm tired. Well, don't you know that Strega Nona loves Natale? A man from town asked. That's why she's so busy. Why, she doesn't even have time to cure headaches and make love potions and get rid of warts. Every year she cleans her house and prepares a big feast and invites everyone, said a woman. She invites everyone, said Big Anthony. Everyone, said the woman. Why, it wouldn't seem like Natale without the feast at Strega Nona's house. Hello, Big Anthony, said Bambolona, who was on her way to the bakery. Are you in town to buy Strega Nona a Christmas gift? Oh, Bambolona, I want to talk to you about that, said Big Anthony. One by one the days went by, and finally it was the day of Christmas Eve, La Vigilia di Natale. Now, Anthony, said Strega Nona, here is a long list of things that you need to get for me. Flour, eggs, butter, spices, peppers, olive oil, and sugar. Hurry down the hill, and hurry right home, for I have all kinds of things to make and cook. Excuse me. Oh, Strega Nona, Big Anthony complained. Can't you just use... No magic at Natale, said Strega Nona. Now go. I have to decorate the house with the lemon blossoms and the periwinkles, which are beautiful flowers. Strega Nona waited and waited. No, Big Anthony. Finally the sun began to set, and he came up the hill whistling with nothing in his hands. Uh-oh. Anthony, where have you been? Oh, there was a puppet show in the town square, and it came all the way from Venice up north. And where are all of the things that I put on my list, Big Anthony? Oh, I forgot. Anthony, what am I going to do? It's Christmas Eve. There will be no cookies, no cenci, fried pastry, no roasted peppers. Oh, well, go get me the bacala, so at least I can make the fish stew. Big Anthony came back holding the codfish. It was as stiff as a board. I forgot this too, said Big Anthony. I forgot to soak it in the water. Oh, Big Anthony, won't you ever learn, said Strega Nona. She was not happy. She was very sad. Now it's too late to prepare anything for the feast. Well, there's always your magic. Stop, no magic at Christmas time. Strega sent Big Anthony to tell everyone not to come to her house for the Christmas Eve feast. She looked at the lemon blossoms and periwinkles decorating the house, and outside she heard the Zampagnari, the shepherds from Abruzzi, town that we came from, who came all the way down to Calabria to sing Christmas songs. The bells rang and it was time for midnight mass, but sadly, as she went down the hill to the church, a fine Christmas this would be, with no company and no feast. And the townspeople whispered as she went into the church, "No feast. Poor us. Poor Strega." When the mass ended, Strega went up to the big manger scene in the church, and there beside the Virgin and Saint Joseph lay the Holy Child. "Ah, Bambino," said Strega, "the night you were born, it was not like this manger scene with all these people. You were all alone with your mamma and Saint Joseph, all alone, just like Strega is tonight. Anyway, happy birthday, Bambino, and Buon Natale." So Strega left the dark church, climbed back up the hill to her house. She opened the door, and the room burst into light. "Buon Natale, Strega," the townspeople cried. "This year we're giving you a feast." "Look," said Bambolona, "codfish, peppers, cookies, fried pastry." "Oh, Bambolona," said Strega, "did you do this all alone?" "No, Strega," said Bambolona. "Big Anthony planned the whole surprise." "Bravo, Big Anthony," everyone shouted. "Merry Christmas, Strega," said Big Anthony. "Oh, Anthony," said Strega, "you have learned, and with no magic." "It's just like you said, Strega," Big Anthony smiled. "Christmas has a magic all its own." Tanti bacetti a tutti mia famiglia in Italia. Buon Natale. È vera, ti voglio tanto bene. Ciao, Buon Natale.